test out this new Hyundai Elantra. A widely varied race of various cars prepared as tuning cars. At a very chaotic short track, which is, in my opinion, the most underrated track on the game. And hard tires because we have a good tire wear rate set on this race. It seems like it's taking some time to get them warmed up on this car. It's a front-wheel drive car, so it's also going to understeer quite a bit no matter what, especially on the hard tires. Turismo 7, this Elantra tops out at about 635 horsepower, which is massive power for a front-wheel drive car, so really any car, but certainly a front-wheel drive car. So a lot of wheel spin. The rest of the cars in this race range anywhere from right around 400 horsepower to 860 horsepower. And aside from us, we started in the back, but everybody else pretty much started from slowest to fastest, at least in terms of power. You know what? I had the driving aids on for some races earlier that went in tonight, and I did not have headlights on the Formula cars I was racing, so turn off these driving aids that I don't really need, or I shouldn't. I'm pretty familiar on this track. Nissan 300ZX behind me, I think, is the most powerful. Ooh. Took a bump there and got turned the wrong way in the turn. And Nissan 300ZX is the most powerful car in the field. I think it's around 860 or so horsepower. Gotta remember I'm on hard tires here. Gotta remember I'm on hard tires here. And I've seen that GO4 attends at the rear of the field, which started near the front. Must have been spawned early in the race. That's the Honda S2000. I believe that is engine swapped. Makes about close to 700 horsepower. The pink one, and then the used one, which is green. That one makes about 840 horsepower swapped. We are on professional difficulty for the AI here, but the game appears to be now throttling the AI back, which, aside from turning the boost on, you can't really help. I didn't turn the drive with a race boost on in this race because of how powerful some of the cars were. I wasn't sure just how challenging it was going to be. It seemed like most of the field is being throttled, but maybe not the first 6 cars, which are at this point long gone. You gotta try to remember we're on wearing hard tires here. Previously was testing here a little bit with this vehicle, and it's mostly on soft and medium tires, so quite a bit more grip, especially with something that all the turning, all the power is going through the front wheels, most of the braking. To switch over to hard tires from softs or mediums, you're asking a lot of those tires. This race was starting at the evening setting. Which is, I don't really think it makes sense, but evening is before sunset as far as how they structure the time of day settings in this game. So we should go from early evening to sunset, maybe approaching dusk by the end of this race. The partly cloudy skies should make for a pretty nice end to the race. The way this race is going, if I were to do it again, I may turn the race boost on. Probably plan on not crashing as much so that I would be out front earlier and really out there battling with boosted AI. Right now, due to the mistakes, having no race boost, if I'd gone off to a cleaner start, this may have been a much more boring race the way I moved through now that the AI has been throttled back. But we do still have quite a gap to the Porsche Cayman GT4, which is actually a street car with more power than the GT4 car. The GT4 class car is called the GT4 Club Sport. The came in GT4 in the Roadster Touring car, which is a engine swap car. Those cars started near mid-pack and then ran out front and ran away, it appears. And that right front tire is starting to get pretty bad. But to keep this at a two-stop race and hopefully finish on medium tires. Gotta try to stretch this through a couple more laps at least. These two Renault Clio V6s ahead of me are not in the same spec. The black and pastel colored car, 2 cars ahead, is the standard Clio V6 engine. I think it makes just over 400 horsepower, 420 or 430 or so. A much more colorful one with the orange slices on the bumper is swapped and I believe is somewhere around 800 horsepower. It's got a full race, I think a GT3 car engine in it. But for whatever reason you can't seem to get around the non-swapped identical model. Riding a lot of understeer at this point, but we gotta try to squeeze one more lap in. I'm just leaning on our buddy there in the multicolored Clio. And surprisingly, the Renault end time van also swapped and making near 800 horsepower. Surprisingly, that car is still in third. Rail that inside sausage curb. Use all the help turning we can get right now. Missed it. Almost lapping the Mazda Atenza that started somewhere in the top 4, I believe. Definitely in the first 3 rows by the time they started. Pitted from 5th place there. Looks like this Roadster Touring car is also pitted from 2nd. Oops, little interference cut there. Atenza, which is the street-based version with an Alfa Romeo engine swap in it. Oh, and use S2000 sideways. Tires must be wearing down for that car. That other Tenza is quite a bit more powerful. Handles pretty well as well. That car is also dropped to the back of the field though. And right now the AI is really throttled, so again we're on professional difficulty here, but for whatever reason the game still throttles the AI back randomly throughout the race. Definitely next time I'd run this race with the race boost on to keep the AI pushing. But at least it makes up for some bad mistakes early on, as we got acclimated to being on these tires with this car. So now the 996 911 has moved into second. I almost did include those two Porsches in this race. It was a combination of handling and acceleration, even kind of being middle of the pack as far as the cars in the race, as far as their power. They still, they just really hook up and go out of the turns. And of course, like most Porsche cars, they're strong throughout the turns as well. But I figured I'd see how everything else sized up relative to the Porsches. Two of the more modest Porsches in the game, but in this kind of category, they still appear to be dominating. But we have real number 996 911. And that is a livery I made. Very obnoxiously busy livery with some modern inspiration as well as inspiration from the era. Blimpies and MBNA, the main sponsors on that car. This pit exit ramp is really cool here. Obviously if you're going forward on this layout, this is the reverse layout, but if you're going forward, that becomes pit entry, but this pit entry, you don't get to see your car roll on it, it just cuts to the pit cutscenes. So when you actually want to, if you actually want to see your car go on that ramp, you have to choose, ooh man, this car is barely moving right now. You have to choose the reverse route to actually see your car on that big, very cool looking pit exit ramp with the big Maggiore logo on it, and we're late on the brakes here. And this is the only layout of this track, even though there are 10 layouts I think total for the whole Lago Maggiore racetrack complex. This is the only one where you actually use that pit lane and get to see the car or other cars driving on the ramp. It's really cool on the replay when cars on track sweep through here and you get a wide view and you see cars dropping down off the ramp out of the pits alongside. Ooh, AI's trying to spin me here. Still trying to spin me. Just turning right into my right side. We've got the Cayman in the lead. Just about. Just go and run away now that he's cleared the traffic there. It is about 1 a.m. here. Getting a bit tired, so my cornering precision is not the best right now. As I cut through or run wide every other turn. Use that runoff there. Still pulling away from the Ryan Levin in third. Just a little bit, but overall pulling away from that car. Not really reeling in the Cayman right now. Looks like somebody tuned in. Thanks for joining. Oh man, that turn is rough on the hard tires in this thing. Just trying to run down a rocket ship with a Porsche Cayman here in kind of a mixed touring car category. With a Hyundai Elantra. Brand new to the game as of yesterday, which was Wednesday, 24th of September. And the car is really good for a front drive car. But it makes over 600 horsepower, as I said earlier. And you end up with a lot of wheel spin and a lot of understeer. But still, overall, it's manageable. It's solid. These are all cars out of my garage in the game. So they're all liveries that I picked out, so really colorful, cool looking feel of the cars. But right now, we're kind of in between the lap traffic. thought we had the camera there. I thought we'd run back down through that more technical section, but didn't get back that way. Tires are starting to go down and getting in the window of the length to go the distance on medium, so may swap over to those this lap. Be nice to try to grab the lead here before we pit in. The Cayman looks like it's struggling with tire wear as well. Interestingly, the swap Mazda Roadster touring car there was in second, pretty close behind the Cayman for about the first third of the race, and now we're lapping it. So we got the lead, almost at the pit wall, pitting in. Grab some mediums and finish this out. 9 laps left, should be about all of about 6 minutes or so. Head down the exit ramp here. Coming out just ahead of the Renault E-Space F1 replica with the engine swap. Just behind this 850 plus horsepower 300ZX, which appears the AI is now being throttled. I just don't get why Polyphony does that when you have the AI on the hard difficulty. They get throttled and then they rubber band back at sometimes at a pace that you can't even go as a skilled player. They'll be dialed back, and then next thing you know, they'll be rocketing out of the corner with impossible levels of grip. Medium's shorten that braking zone a little bit, so early on the brakes there. Jam of lap traffic here. Is the leader in here? He is. He's stuck in there, buried. And since he can't figure out how to dive to the inside of the lap traffic, we'll just take the lead like that. And maybe give it up here. Oof. Overall, I would say this car, I think, sizes up pretty well against the FK8 2020 Civic Type R. Should probably downshift there. I think the FL5 Civic, the 2022 Type R, may be better. Oh, he's gonna turn me right into the grass. All of a sudden this Amuse S2000 with the swap is on a tear from a lap down. We did kind of reverse start this grid. Started what I thought would be the slowest cars toward the front, but most of them dropped back pretty quickly. If you're that fast, why are you in 8th lap down? Your tire wear at like a 6-time wear rate here. No fuel consumption though, due to the... And we're just gonna run him wide. He's a lap down. This is getting ridiculous. But due to the discrepancy in fuel economy between the street cars and the race cars in this game, I just turned the fuel consumption off here. And now we're gonna have to deal with them all over again. Or maybe he'll just run away. And Cayman now running us down for the lead. 3.5 laps to go. Usually a lot more incidents through that section with that downhill that tightens, and then tightens even more in the very sharp left hairpin. But only been a few spins in this race that I've seen. He just ran out of room. He's going to go around the outside of us both. And Mazda ran into my rear right, which stopped me from turning in. We are under pressure here to end this race. And I don't know, when this car is on a roll, I don't know if I can keep up with it. We have understeer and acceleration wheel spin to contend with in this car. Plus the lap car still trying to run us down as well. Let's see if we can make a move here. The only way we're going to be able to make that stick with the way that that car pulls out of the corners is to probably run them off the track. And given that it's the AI, I may do that. Especially if he's going to do that. Get in the draft here. There's no sense losing the extra prize money to try to race the AI clone. They don't actually race the clone anyway. But yeah, that Cayman was fast. That was a pretty fun race. I would probably get rid of the Porsche 996, 911, and the Cayman for the next one. They seem a little overmatched for the race. Maybe the Muse S2000 as well, but a good mix. But yeah, next time maybe turn the race boost on so the AI doesn't get throttled and just take out some of the overpowered cars there. Against one another and see how they do. And just gonna try to skim through the replay here, but in typical GT fashion, it looks like the game has frozen. So that's great news. Yep, definitely frozen.